Welcome to our webinar tonight. We were just chatting. We're like, oh my gosh, it's time. We have to go. I love it, because I've met so many amazing people just like you. So tonight, I'm really actually excited about this whole series that we've been doing this entire month. We've been really kind of focusing on moms because this month we had Mother's Day, and it's not only about like the moms in your life, but just the women in your life. And through this quarantine, I've been an advocate for self-care. And it's just super important, right? So if you guys are joining on Zoom, if you want to just write in the comments and chat to each other and kind of interact. We're also broadcasting this live on Facebook, so I'll be checking the comments there as well. And we're here to answer any questions that you have. So my name is Lee Rader. I'm a field consultant with Motives Cosmetics. But our host tonight is Maria Constantine, and I absolutely adore this woman. She is so knowledgeable. In fact, you're like the perfect person to talk about the selection of products that we are covering tonight. And, I want you to just really tell everybody a little bit about yourself, your background, and just anything that you want to tell us.
Hi, everyone. My name is Maria Constantine, and I've been partnered with Motives for 22 years. It's hard to believe but it's been fun, and it felt like 2 years. I love this company for so many reasons, and of course, all the products. I also am an esthetician, so now that was just happened recently in the last 2 years. So I'm able to actually get down deep into ingredients, which I always was a big fan of. I'm a mom of 3 girls. They're now older, but 19, 17, and 13. They're all awesome. One of my daughters, Zoe, she's also a business partner with us, and it's wonderful working together. I was dreaming of this since she was born.
That's so exciting. I love that.
Yes, it was lovely. It had to come from her, and that I think is very important, that she can understand how powerful this company is and what it can give us. And I think that's it, right? I don't know.
I mean, you probably could say a lot more about yourself, but like I've learned so much personally from you, not only about health and nutrition, but even just about skincare. And not just because you're an esthetician, just because you're just so knowledgeable about the products and the ingredients and things like that. And you're just so well versed in it. So I'm excited. I'm excited about, the things you're going to talk about tonight. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Lee. And I do love it because, when I first started 22 years ago, we didn't have the Lush products that we have today. Like we have so many. So for me, it was so easy to really get into each product and really know exactly what it does for us and what's in it and how it works. So, sometimes new people that are just starting out learning about our products with this wide variety of where do I begin, don't get overwhelmed. Just take one at a time, and they're all amazing, and you'll get to know it. But I was blessed for that. That's why I probably know what I know. If I jumped in today, I'd be like, oh my God.
There's a lot to know, but it's like, yeah, and as you use the products, you learn why you like them too. And, keep it simple. If you are somebody like you or I that really likes to dig into the ingredients, then we have all of that info there. But you don't really need to know all of that. Just some of the key benefits and what it does for you is how you can, share it too.
Absolutely. And the professionals that we have that are teaching and the trainers out here, and these Mondays are just a phenomenal. These classes are phenomenal. You did a bunch of stuff this weekend for MBBA. Mm-hmm. So we have a lot of leverage that I love about that, because I'm constantly learning. I might know stuff, but you're always learning. Education is something that you always want to keep.
Yeah, that's true.
Doing. So awesome. So can I talk?
What's the first thing you want to talk about tonight?
Well, I figured inside and out, right? We would inside, and this is one of my favorites, our beauty blend, OPC3 beauty blend. The 4 most powerful antioxidants known to man: red wine, bilberry, pine bark, and grapeseed extracts. Super free radical scavengers, and free radicals are just, briefly, I can explain it like when you take a bike and you put it out into the elements, the rain and the humidity and the heat, it starts to rust. So if you breathe, you need you need an antioxidant to help that rusting on the inside. And if we can help combat that, well, it's going to show on the outside. So this particular product is one of my favorites. It's a must. I don't even remember ever not taking this, not even a day missing it. I travel with it. I don't care. I won't share it. I'll bring extras for everybody else, because for me, when I first began with this company, those 4 antioxidants are what helped me with my Lyme disease. So for me, that is a powerful antioxidant for health and wellness. So now in today's world where we need an immune system, we need to boost our immune system. This is perfect. So the 4 most powerful antioxidants known to man that is going to take all those free radicals out of our insides, which is going to show on our outsides. But there's also other properties in here that is awesome for skin health, skin, nails, and hair. And that's one of them being hyaluronic acid. And in the industry of skin, hyaluronic acid is something that, you always want to drink it. You want to put it on you. You want to use it everywhere. It is something that hydrates. It plays a key role in wound healing. So for a lot of people that have skin issues, it's really because there's something going on within. And the skin is our largest organ. So, you're going to see the symptoms come out. And if it does come out in your skin, you know that there's something going on, and you should definitely, it's a sign, so to speak, right? So the hyaluronic acid is also awesome for aging. It helps the moisture in the skin. It helps the wounds heal faster. So if you have acne prone skin or troubled skin with rashes or redness, this is also a great product or ingredient. It helps the blood vessels flow. It does so many things. It's antibacterial. So, depending on how your body is functioning, this is a very good antibacterial. You want that in a supplement. It also helps with your joints. It lubricates your whole body. So when you're talking about skin and beauty, why not have some other properties in there? And bone health is definitely something that is awesome. Let's see, what else can I do? It helps damage skin, the lining of the esophagus. I mean, it does a lot of great things for our body. And so then this way we can illuminate on the outside, right? So powerful ingredient, and we do have it in the isotonic form. So with those 4 antioxidants that we talked about, hyaluronic acid and a few other ones I'm going to touch on in this powdered form, that's isotonic. You want to use this little tiny cap and fill it up with the powder. And then they have this lovely handy dandy measuring. You only need 2 recommended. You don't want to take any more than 2. There's no benefits if you take more than just the 2. There's stuff in here that you don't want more than 2. Mm-hmm. So this particular one, you just want to take 2, fill it up with water. And if you take it on an empty stomach, you're going to get the best bioavailable product or benefits than you can get anywhere. A pill is not going to give you that absorption. So all of that in a powerful product with not just the hyaluronic acid and the 4 most powerful antioxidants known to man, but it also has other properties like vitamin C, which we know today, vitamin C is more powerful than anything, and everybody knows about it.
So important.
We're doubting, not anymore. We know that, eating more fruits that have the vitamin C in there are definitely beneficial to our bodies. It is definitely benefit for the skin topically as well as internally. So it helps hydrate and brighten. It helps the dark circles that a lot of people complain about. It's not necessarily sleep. Mostly, I would say it's hereditary. However, with vitamin C combined with that free radical scavenger, that will help with those dark circles. Alongside of the vitamin C, there's vitamin D. Vitamin D is excellent for cell growth, again, immunity, metabolism, as well as prevents skin aging, which all I had to hear is that. It's like, I never thought that this would happen to me. I swear. I was like in my 20s, I was like, that's not going to happen. Maybe that's why I started supplementing early,
Well, time goes fast. It's like all of a sudden I'm like, wait, how old am I? Like, what age am I? And why is this happening? Oh yeah, I guess, it's not like I don't feel the age I am. So when I start to see things, I'm like, wait, why is that happening?
Well, yeah. And when when we're taking these supplements that are isotonic, that have this great 95% or more absorbability, and, I definitely will say that I look a lot younger than the people who are not.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that in a cocky way, but look, this is like the proof in the pudding,
I
because when I see
agree.
people and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I look like 10 years younger than them. I need to help them. you know, I feel good about it, and it's because of my consistency. It's because of the delivery system. I do owe it all to these products, because I don't know where I would be in the ailments that I had, and as well as the beauty and skin. I had very bad cystic acne from the patients from my Lyme disease. I mean, craters on my face, scarring. I didn't do anything aggressive to my face to get rid of them. I really did use cocktails of our isotonics, and I detoxed and cleansed, and I'm so thankful that I was consistent with it, because I know it works. I mean, I definitely know it. The other great thing and powerful that's in here is vitamin E, and vitamin E in an isotonic delivery system is amazing. And this company, I mean, they never seem to amaze me, because they come out with these great things like our astaxanthin, which is an oil base, and then they put it into an isotonic. So like, oh my. So a vitamin E, some of you might know vitamin E is great topically, but it's also excellent internally for all your organs, okay, across the board. When it's paired with vitamin C, it's even more powerful, especially for that anti-aging. So, yay, it's so amazing.
And you guys, she's talking about one product right now.
I know.
Right here. So all of that is in this one product. Now, I know you said 2 capsules of powder with 4 ounces of water, because it's 2 ounces of water per cap. Do you take that all at once, or do you take like 1 cap and 2 ounces of water in the morning and one, another serving at night? Or
Well,
like, how do you recommend taking it?
if you're, obviously we have cups that are 16 ounces, 8 ounces, and it depends on your cocktail, because we have over 21 isotonics that you can actually customize according to what your needs are. However, if you're just going to take your beauty blend, I would take a nice potent dose right in the morning, empty stomach, right when you wake up. But some of us, like myself, are taking multiple products. And if you want to split it up during the day, by all means, you can definitely split it up, as long as you have at least 2 hours on an empty stomach with this one, because you want to get 95% absorption. And of course, a healthy, clean gut, if you want to start out that way, which we have other products I'm sure we'll talk about eventually, you'll get a good delivery system. Think of it this way. If you're taking a pill form of any of these products, or all of them together, all these ingredients, if you want to put them all in pills or capsules, the physician's desk reference says that you're only going to get 20% absorption.
Crazy.
And you know why? 20%? No, I need like 100%.
Yeah.
Close to it, so this is a really powerful product. Now, the OPC in this product is also sold separately, so for those of you who might have some other skin disorders that we might need to address, as far as to calm the inflamed skin, or combat aging a little bit more, there you can separate them and add more doses, but I would not add more than just your 2 doses a day in the morning.
Yeah, that's all you need. And like with my hairstylist background, like I would have clients ask me like, hey, is there anything that I can take? And it's like, yes, I mean this. Like the only bad thing is like everything I take, it makes my gray hair grow out much faster. But you guys, like, it's not only what we put on the outside, like Maria said, it's what we take on the inside. And it only makes sense for that to, help greatly. And I agree, like you look amazing. Amazing.
I try real. That's me. And I practice what I preach. I don't care if I have to take maximum prostate care, which has saw palmetto, which is excellent for aging.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's not just for men.
Right. So I wanted to just mention, because you brought up a good point. I work with a lot of salons and spas, and more salons as well, that are using this product because of hair growth.
Yeah.
And collagen now that we have, but combined, I mean, honestly, it's just incredible. I have tons of new hair growth. I mean, I don't have a forehead to begin with. So when I started losing my hair, I was like, yeah, I'll get a forehead.
Yeah, I could definitely spare a little bit of my forehead.
no one in my family has a forehead. Hence, I'm lucky I even have one. So but I noticed a difference because of that. You know, when my hair was receding because of a little stress in my life, I was like, I never thought I would lose a hair, let alone my hair.
Yeah.
You know, when you correct the stuff in the balance in your body, this will help because of the biotin in there. We didn't get any of the biotin. I mean, the ingredients are so potent, it would take us an hour. We can talk about just this.
And if you haven't tried it, it actually tastes good. Because that's what everybody always says to me. Well, what does it taste like? I'm like, it tastes almost like strawberry. Like, it's good. I mean, it's not like you have to choke it down. Like, it's actually enjoyable to drink.
It sure is. And at all our events when we're together, and now we're doing it online, is when we do our beauty blends where we add a splash of aloe juice in there. You know, you could do it, you know, add a few other little things in there like vodka or something like that.
When we do have a comment, I think it's from Stasha or Stacia. She said, I've been taking Beauty Blend for 2 weeks and can already see the difference in my skin. Oh yeah, and it does kind of taste like crushed up sweet tarts. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
Oh
I won't be without this one, especially because of the ingredients I told you, you know, not just the OPC3, because I add a lot more OPC3 to my regimen, but because of the biotin, the D, the E, and all, you know, all that stuff aids in beautiful skin and body inside and out.
I love it.
Yeah. So the next product that I thought we would touch on is our Lumiere de Vie face mask. What do you think? First of all, the smell of this is just honestly, I was going to consider just putting it on my lip every day just before I go to bed. It is so aromatherapeutic and clean and just, oh, right? It's just lovely. I just put it on my hand just to show it. Just need a thin covering. And you just let it dry. I wouldn't exfoliate too much, especially depends on, okay, again, everybody, it depends, you know, who is using what face wash. Is it an enzyme base? Are you, you know, what are you exfoliating with? How are you are you using a sponge? You know, it all depends. Technically, I would say 2 to 3 times a week. I would do this. For many reasons, not just skin. The aromatherapy in here is very powerful. It's soothing, it's relaxing, it's awesome. The other great thing about it, it exfoliates the skin, of course, where it's going to refine and smooth the skin and give you more of a radiance. It says on here, you know, what is it, 20 minutes or so, 10 minutes a day. I fell asleep with this mask and okay, it's all crusty and it could get all over the place, but it didn't hurt me. A lot of people, you know, sometimes don't have time, but again, you want to make sure that you're not over exfoliating, but it's excellent for fine lines and wrinkles because it has these little peptides in there and like a pumice in there that actually exfoliates the skin to give you that polished look. We want to make sure that our skin is exfoliated because then it'll create a dryness and then the wrinkles will pop up. So think of it as like a fine sandpaper when you exfoliate. And if you keep on doing it, everything is in consistency, wouldn't you say? Because if you're consistent, then it's not going to work, right? So just like our beauty blend, being consistent with it, and I see the results throughout these years. The same thing with our mask. What we want to do for those of you in your 20s, you know, you can exfoliate once a week and give you, you know, that should be fine for you. But as we age and depending on your skin, as it's drying out, you want to exfoliate a little bit more because you want that turnover so it refreshes, glows. The other great thing about it is that it has allantoin in there, which is an aloe product. That's where it's an anti-irritant, helps protect, smooth, and heal. So that's also a great ingredient. And then sweet almond oil. Almond oil, honestly, it has so many things that it does. But again, it's not an oil. So like everyone's like, oh my God, there's oil in there.
Right.
It's a combination of things that when you strip, you need to add, or else you're going to ruin your skin. Right. So that is in there. And that actually helps the skin conditioning, promoting clear, younger skin. And it has a lot of oleac and linoleic triglycerides, which is very, very fruitful for your collagen. I mean, so there's so many great aspects of this. The other is a fruit oil, an olive oil, which is very potent for your telomeres. And the telomeres is your DNA structure. So think about what's going on in just using this 2 to 3 times a week. The sodium PCA, which is a hydrator, the beta glucan, which is also another hydrator, but it supports firmness. We always want to keep that firmness and elasticity nice and tight for the fine lines and wrinkles. So I would say the most potent ingredient in here is the peptides, of course. And that peptide is going to help clean and exfoliate the skin. And also give it the renewal that it needs for that smoother, plumper looking skin. So
do you want to
more than just your
do you want to cleanse your skin first and then put the mask on? Do you tone first or do you tone after the mask?
I always tone after the mask. There's different protocols for different people, but technically you want to cleanse, of course. And a lot of people don't, but you want to cleanse twice. The first time is to take all the junk out, and the second is to really pull out the impurities. And this gives you variety. You can switch to it from a cream to a gel, or, you can use 2 different products, which is nice and fun. But cleanse a really nice cleanse and then use this. This will dry up, and you'll see if you have oily skin, you'll actually see the little dots of the pores that are excreting the oil. It will help soothe that, and then of course, shrink the pores. So
yeah, and I know I have clients, they're like, it's hard for me to incorporate the mask. And it's like, you know what, I'll tell them in the morning, even if you cleanse your skin, put a thin layer of mask on, let it dry for as long as you can. And like Maria said, you don't need a lot. I mean, it doesn't have to be caked on, just a real thin layer. Once it's dry, hop in the shower, wash your hair and do, whatever, put your conditioner in, and then just get your fingers wet and just activate those beads and just lightly kind of go in circular motions, and you'll feel the beads sort of exfoliating your skin. And what I like about it then is when you rinse it off, it feels so cooling and soothing to the skin. I don't know how to explain it. It's not minty, but it's just
right.
soothing.
And it is, right? And it's just refreshing. And here, I don't know if you can see it. The light might be bright, but some of it's drying and then some of it. So you don't need this thick layer, and feel free, you guys, to put it on your neck and your décolleté, because, the neck is very sensitive, kind of like underneath the eyes. So we'll see that fine line, those creases, faster. And it's definitely easier to exfoliate, the neck area and rejuvenate it, because that's going to sag first. And, we can do lots of things to the face because there's more fat and there's more collagen, but, you don't want to look fantastic here and then decrepit here, It's
and we've all seen that on people, right? Where we're like, oh, wait, it's kind of confusing because you're like, I thought, but then.
I know. When I first moved to Florida 10 years ago, I was in Connecticut. So we had a good 7-month break from the sun and stuff, unless we took a little vacation or something. But, here in Florida, I can tell who takes care of their skin, who's had work done.
Right.
This is where everything comes. And, you look like a sea urchin over here, crustacean, and then you have this glow. But we forget. We don't have time, right? Use it on your hands, because your hands show your aging as well. So don't neglect any of that stuff. It's hard, just our face to do it, but
And so would you recommend this for all skin types?
Definitely. Also, I use this mask is one of my masks that I use in my studio. It's for all skin types. It's not gonna, I know that I'm not gonna abrasively hurt anybody with it, and the consistent use of it is where you'll see the results. And that's what I love about this, because look, as a product broker in our company, we don't manufacture any of our products. We have exclusive contracts with these manufacturers to bring us the best of the best. So a lot of other professionals ask me, well, I have this line, and what does this compare to this? It just doesn't. The potency behind our products, our ingredients, is just by far the best, I have to say. Trust me.
I think I'm going to do this tonight before I go to bed.
For sure.
I'm like, yeah, it's probably time I do this. We're
even know what day.
Thank you for talking me into using my mask tonight.
Oh, me too. I talked myself into it. I definitely did. Well, we're now good. So we've cleaned out the inside and made that more powerful for beauty. And then we exfoliated. And one of my favorites, and I'll tell you this, look, I mean, I use this religiously every day, and I love it because I've used plenty of pore minimizers on the market today, but nothing really hits like this does. And it's such a soft feel. It doesn't have anything in there that's going to clog the pores, but yet it's effective. And you'll see, I mean, you just have to feel it.
Yeah.
It's smooth, it's silky, it's many times I just use this with a nice little powder or blush, or now that we have our beautiful glowing sticks, I just love them.
And with that like no makeup look, no makeup look that's really in, like this can just be enough to sort of just soften everything where it doesn't really look like you're wearing makeup, but you look flawless.
You do look flawless. It's hydrated. Your skin is, it creates a nice glow. I mean, it's just really beautiful. In the summer, most of the time I use this, and sometimes I'll mix it with my sunscreen together and just kind of put it all over. I overdo it with the sunscreen, I'm sure, but because
I don't know if you can overdo it with sunscreen, because that's important.
I wish I did it more often when I was younger.
Yeah.
Then I would, right? But this product here is a bundle of a lot of different things. So excellent with or without makeup. I always wear it, whether I wear makeup on top or not. It's almost like my primer. I love it with any kind of the sticks that we have, which are just moisture. And I think this is great for the spring and summer now. So, if you're practicing good skincare, you can do it and you can pull it off. Otherwise, you can always apply your makeup on top. It has some great saccharides in there that is going to absorb any excess oil and reduce the shine. So it's not going to be a shiny kind of thing. It's going to be a glowing, healthy look. It maintains your skin hydration. It has a lot of stuff in there that will help enhance the skin's complexion to give it that even tone. The tint in there is not like, massive. So you don't have to, it goes for any skin tone.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And then it also has some peptides and some glycerin for more hydration and the skin's texture and structure. It's excellent to cover up the fine lines and the roughness and the elasticity of the skin. So it's really, it has dimethicone in there, which is a big, it's big in the industry as far as, kind of filling in the pores, and it doesn't feel like a dimethicone straight up, which I hate, because when I suck that stuff out of your face, you're going to never want to use it again. When it's in combination of the other peptides and the hydrators and the support that this product gives, it allows the product to do what it's supposed to do without that just like spackle.
Mm-hmm. This is the Lumiere de Vie Pore Minimizing Serum. We had somebody ask what the product is. And I know I've seen some comments too. It is great for men. I know a lot of photo shoots that I've been on, I can put this on them and it's like they're not wearing makeup, but it just really looks nice on the skin. And I even had one of my classes, I had a male with, a lot of wrinkles on his forehead, and he put it on half of his forehead, and we couldn't believe the difference between both of the sides. And it just I don't know, it's just flawless. So I know a lot of people ask me as I'm teaching and things, the proper order to put this on, and it is a pore minimizing serum. So people hear the word serum. So can you talk about, how you use it and what order, and, just touch on that.
So you want to follow your regular regimen, because everybody is targeting different things. I know for me, I'm always looking to target my discoloration. So I'll wash my face. If I'm going to put a mask on, I would do the mask, and then I would put my pH normalizer on, and then I would put my serums that I am using. Right now I'm using vitamin C at night, which actually helps shrink pore size. So that's awesome. So think about taking it internally in the isotonic delivery as well as topically. So that's just another great product that we have. And then I use, and if you want to use any of the other Lumiere de Vie serums, where we have the hot concentrated serum, we have the, needle-free serum. So you want to go light to dark, the most clear serums to the darkest, and then follow up with your cream. And then just give your 5 minutes. You just need a 5-minute window to just let everything absorb. That's your natural routine. And then I put my pore minimizer on.
So after your moisturizer, but do you put on your sunscreen before this or after?
Yeah, the sunscreen. I think the sunscreen. This is going to be right before you apply your blush, your bronzer, or your foundation, right? It's like a primer, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go by because I could layer this on, like stuff on. Like I got a regimen. But you want to follow your regular skincare regimen, and when you're ready to apply your makeup, or if you're not going to wear makeup, this is where you would put. That's where I would do. And again, it's not. I mean, right now I have my custom blend foundation powder, just a little powder on. I wouldn't have a problem if I needed to refresh myself and go out just to throw it over it. Honestly, it's
very, wouldn't hurt. Sure.
Well, because sometimes at the end of the day, you're just like, oh.
I know. You need like a refresh.
A refresh, and you can use it on top, like as a refresh. It's very light and soft. It's more of a hydrate. It's a hydrating, flawless finish, so to speak. It's because of those ingredients that fill in those, not fill in. I don't want to say fill in, but it minimizes and shrinks large pores, and hydrates and illuminates and plumps the skin.
And I think you're right. It's perfect for this time of year, like as we're going into summer. I know a lot of women don't want to wear quite as much makeup. And so, but we don't always want to go out the door without makeup either. So this can be definitely the answer to that. And would you recommend this for all skin types?
For sure. I haven't had a problem. This is one of my staple products in the studio. And what's great about it, especially now we're going into the summer months, we were talking about Greece and, being on the boats. This is in my beach bag at all times because we might, we're swimming, we're this, I'll take the salt off my face, throw my pore minimizer on and go to dinner just like that. And I'm ready to go. So it is perfect time to talk about it.
And we have one more question. Do you put this and the primer on too?
You don't need overkill. It depends on your skin. I have some friends of mine that just love to put extra stuff on, and it's not going to hurt you. But I feel that it does enough for me as a primer because I have a lot of the ingredients that a primer does have. Because it is a primer, but it just so happens that it has a lot of benefits like your anti-aging, your therapeutic. A lot of products out in the market, they fix the issue for the moment, right? This actually fixes your skin to fix your skin so you don't need too much. So you really don't need to put extras. I use this as my primer.
Yeah, and I do think it depends on the person and the skin. Like if their foundation disappears, like maybe they need a primer to put more of a barrier there or something. But I know if I use this, I tend to skip a primer as well for my skin type. So I think it just really depends. Or like what you're doing. Like if I was doing special occasion makeup, I would still use a primer just because, it's got to whatever. So it just kind of play around with it and see. Now someone is asking on Facebook, did you say serums light to dark or dark to light for application of serums?
Serums is the clearest, the most, watery kind of color, all the way to the darkest, creamy, rich. So it's light, very, right? Am I saying that right?
I love that. I think everybody's learning a lot from you. So keep the questions coming, everybody.
So the other good thing about which this product has, a lot of people will see the hyaluronic acid and they know, wow, hyaluronic acid, because it's very popular. But there is a sodium hyaluronate, which actually can be more powerful than hyaluronic acid in building the cellular growth, the cells, and hydrating and plumping and anti-aging. And this product also has that ingredient in there. So it is fixing. It's not just masking. It's really fixing the skin.
I feel like everything you've talked about so far, I mean, even though we're talking about moms and stuff, it's like these would be for any ages. Like, because even younger skin, like I know I've had moms that they're like, I don't really want my daughter to really wear a lot of makeup yet. Like, can you work with her? Can you teach her? This is a perfect product for them too, because it's not really makeup, but it has just some pigment in. And like Maria said, this is only one color, but it does adjust to every skin tone. It's like the technology in it is like
Yeah.
mind blowing to me because I've used it on so many different colored, skin tones, and it just like blends in and just it's flawless.
Million.
Yeah, that's great. I love it.
My daughters use it, especially my oldest is like, she doesn't wear anything, I'm lucky she does minimum, but it's okay. That's good for her. But my middle and my little one love this because it does give it effect that they have the makeup on and they don't, they want to keep it natural and fresh.
I love it. I love it. Awesome. So I think we have one more product.
It's been around for a while now, and because it is so powerful and beautiful, it's our Duo blush and bronzer. And
this is kind of new. Look you can still see like all the patterns in it.
It is so pretty, and the patterns are gorgeous. And what I love about this one is because my skin is a little different. I mean, I need to customize my powders usually because I'm not kind of yellow. I have a little olive in there, and a lot of the bronzers usually look orange on me, and this does not. So think about wearing your pore minimize. You just exfoliated. You had your beauty blend cocktail, and you exfoliated with your mask, and you're throwing on your regimens, and then you're going to put on the pore minimizer and then top it off with this. Talk about a no makeup look, just a no bronzy, shimmery. And then the blush color is just, how do I explain it? It's not like a pinky pink. It looks pink. When it goes on, again, it just kind of morphs with your own pigments in your skin to just create the most perfect look. This is something that a lot of my brides that I work with use. It just really it accommodates so many skin tones across the board. And the other thing is, which I know that you guys are out there like me, I do have large pores. And if we put a shimmer on certain, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So this is a perfect powder. These are so micro pulverized that it actually comes on so super smooth. It does not accentuate the pores like most things on the market does. So it is beautiful. You can just use one side. You can use the pink side for your cheeks. You can use a contour for, or you can just kind of swap it around and kind of give yourself
like all together kind of. I like too that you can't really overdo it. You can't overdo it with the blush side. You can't overdo it with the bronzer side either. So like it's kind of safe. And then I like the fact that it's 2 in 1. Bronzer and blush in one. So it's like less to travel with if, when we can travel again. Or like you said, like throw in your beach bag, put on your pore minimizing serum, grab this. So like, do you want me to put this on? Should I swirl? I did kind of swirl it together.
She's going to get a bronzy pinky kind of color, which is beautiful. So again, a more customization, and it highlights when you want it to highlight, but see how smooth and how gorgeous. Well, you're so gorgeous anyway. But it really is beautiful. But I will say, do not throw it into your bag because it is a product, because it wouldn't be so gorgeous and smooth and silky and just blendable if it wasn't made like this. So it is delicate. So make sure that you keep it in a place where, in your makeup bag perhaps, and then you can put it in. But this is something definitely in the beach bag, for some light from lunches. And you just need your pore serum and your little, duo, and you're good to go.
I love it. And like, honestly, you guys, like this too looks good on any skin tone. Doesn't matter. I've used it on really pale skin, darker skin. It just is a really versatile product. I did pop it out of the compact. It's magnetic. So I know a lot of people ask me that. They're like, how do you get them out? And they just actually pop right out. So sometimes I'll take mine and I'll put them in like a bigger magnetic palette. So you can definitely do that as well. Or just pop it back in. The compact does have a mirror on it too, which is nice and handy. And they're like a plastic. So, I mean, they do hold up well unless you kind of bang it around and stuff like that. But yeah, this is definitely one of my go-to products. I know a lot of my clients are very like minimal. They don't like to wear a lot. So this one definitely is a favorite of them too, because They like the fact that, I don't know, blush can be scary to some women, you
Absolutely.
know?
One won't be. This one is so versatile. I mean, it's a cool but yet warm. I mean, it just does everyone justice. It's the perfect thing for our arsenal of beauty products. You know,
Awesome.
I always put one of those little pads in there if I'm traveling, because I do
Yes.
travel a lot. And if I am on on boats or beaches and stuff, I tend to be a little sloppy with my bag, just tossing it down. So you can always put one of those little, sponges in there, close it up, and it'll protect it. But again, it's very delicate for a reason. So you just want to protect it, but it is
Yeah.
one of my.
And I do like to, I feel like this, formula, and that goes for like all of our products, they won't clog the pores. They're just like, I'm very sensitive. My skin reacts to like everything. And like this Motives is amazing for my skin. Like this is the first makeup line and skincare, to that fact, that I've found that doesn't make me personally have issues with it. And so that's also something that I like to tell people, because not everything out there is like that. And it makes a big difference on your skin, even though it's just a blush and bronzer.
Well, I think that corporate takes a real, they want products that are actually going to work. Okay. So that's what their product brokerage concept comes from. And, these products have been out for years. I mean, I've been using some of these products for 22 years since day one.
Yeah.
So I know that if it didn't work, we wouldn't have it. So it definitely does us justice. And the ingredients in there are just perfect. And, when we mentioned that you didn't break out, or you can pretty much everything and nothing reacts, it's the reason behind it. Like I know that benzoyl peroxide, I'm allergic to it, but our acne program that we have is a time release benzoyl peroxide. Or our retinol cream, you use a straight up retinol cream, you are flaking, you're looking like you're went through a sandblaster, and you just can't put makeup on for days. It's a nightmare. I mean, I love the results, but it's a nightmare. But with ours, there's certain ingredients that are going to combat certain side effects that most people don't like, and aid into the healing. And it's really a beautiful line of everything.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but like I feel like all 4 products are perfect for anybody, and like we bundled these together. But you can just purchase them separate. And I know, like for Mother's Day, I know we're past Mother's Day too, but like take the time to use this to pamper somebody up, and it's still okay to tell them that you care, and send them a little, goodie bag with these things in there. I know that I'm going to do my mask tonight. I think you're going to do your mask tonight. I'm overdue.
I'm looking at my hands. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm going to do a little exfoliating on the hands, the neck, the face.
Yeah, don't forget the hands, you guys. And like, I know in my skincare training, I was talking about the knees and how your knees can age. And I know one of my students was like, I never thought about that. I'm like, you will as you get older, because you'll start to notice like, oh, wait, my knees kind of look old, right?
How did that happen? Like, what the heck is
Don't
happening?
forget about all those other body parts.
Oh, yes. And that's where, lube them up, take good care of it, just like you would your face. Your whole body is your skin is your skin. Elbows, don't forget the elbows.
Yes. These aren't just products for your face, for your whole entire body. But we will go ahead and put some links up tomorrow to directly link to all these products. All of these products are actually available on the motivescosmetics.com website, so you can search them there as well, or reach out to the person that invited you to watch this broadcast, because they can definitely help you with the products as well. But I think we covered all the questions. So thanks for watching on Zoom. Thanks for watching on Facebook. And thank you so much for being here tonight. I don't know, I've had fun spending my Monday night with you.
Thank you, Lee, for having me. It's been a blast.
All right. And like, honestly, if you guys have any other questions, just keep asking them on the Facebook post, because I think you would be happy to go back and answer them. Is that okay, Maria, if there's any additional questions? Okay, awesome. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. And we are going to be having a session Wednesday at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central. We're going to be talking about some awesome hair care products. And then next Monday, we're going to be talking about some skincare essentials. So make sure you tune into the Motives page, and we have everything going on that we have going on under events. You can find all the registration and information there as well. So, but thank you so much, my dear, and I hope to see you soon.
Me too. I'm praying for that. Thank you.
Me too. Oh my gosh, I hope so. But love ya.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.